Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of iCast Fireball, an actual play 5e D&D adventure where we go through the campaign Skulls and Shackles. I am Thomas, your DM for this adventure, and around the table we have
Lieutenant Ignis Halcon,
Maximus Shuns,
Chozo Lebec,
and Buster Bilgewater.
Under the Sea, on the brine banshee. Our
Oh my gosh.
adventurers found themselves deep in a crevasse underneath the waves of the ocean. Down, 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 almost 200 feet below the surface of the water, to where pressure and temperature dropped drastically. No, pressure increased. Pressure increases when you go down to the bottom of the ocean, folks. Temperature drops when you go down to the bottom of the ocean. They inverted. That's what it is. When temperature and pressure inverted, the further down they went. We got there. Having a demonic battle on half of the remnants of the Brine Banshee, with a couple of our party members being teleported, dimensionally shifted from this plane into one that they felt a strong connection to. They defeated the water weirds and the bound captain, with Buster gaining vital information about what had happened to this crew, why they were still bound, and who caused it. After this traumatic experience the captain shared, this dead, incapacitated captain, they headed down to the bottom of the Brine Banshee, but not first before disclosing and discovering what each of them went through. Chozo sharing his concern with the crew that their emotions might set them a little bit askew from their target. They sliced open the portal directly to the Nine Hells and piggybacked off of this dimensional energy to a portal of their choosing, only to discover it was not of their choosing. And although they're not in the Nine Hells, they're not in the Fey Realm either. And that is where we rejoin our adventurers on this week's episode of iCast Fireball. Chozo, you jumped in last or first? You first, right?
I jumped in first.
You have been dogpiled by the three remaining members of this crew.
Who was last?
I think it was Max who was last, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I think it was. So I think Buster went second. So I'm in the middle of this giant pile.
We just say lightest to heaviest is the order in which we land.
In perfect comedic order, lightest to heaviest.
Yes. Ignis falls on Buster, and Buster goes, "Quick, get off before Max."
in perfect comedic order.
Max like, I'm sorry, folks. Sorry, not
They
sorry.
ain't teleporting between realms.
You quickly stand up to save everybody their breath, but to be on high alert for if this truly is the Fey Realm where Ataraxia is. You would hope that he'd be near, but it's not. You glance around, and the first thing you take in is how... I don't want to say it's not colorful where you are. It's just not the colors of the Fey Realm that you would like the Fey Realm, where there'd be bright greens and verdant, like, brush and, like, shrubbery, if you will. Here, there is absolutely the absence of that. And in your current room, there is no roof above you. And what you see as you look up is a vast expanse of space. Both literally and figuratively, the roof does not impede what you see beyond, and it is indeed just space. The cosmos beyond Galarian and beyond the planet that you had found yourself residing on. And Buster, you instantly recall from a time ago on Goat's Head where you had a vision. And you remember the twinkling lights of the cosmos and the gases and the energies swirling around you as you were thrust through. That is the image you see above you. as the vast expanse of space is littered with stars and these nebulous clouds forming in the far, far distance. Everything is as bright as if you were looking at it through a telescopic lens.
Chozo?
That's me.
This isn't the Fey realm, is it?
Were I to guess, I would suppose we have found ourselves in the astral sea.
Now, Thomas, did you describe the floor?
The floor you're on is a normal floor. This is a building still.
Still? What do you mean still? We weren't in a building before.
You were not in a building in Galarian. That's fair. Despite the uniqueness of the cosmos above you, you find yourself not floating amongst the cosmos, but in a building.
4 walls building?
4 walls building. The floor is not dirt, but it does seem to be a solid stone-like material. It seems a bit odd, one that you're not quite familiar with. None of you, in fact.
Are there any windows or ability to see out, or the only thing we can see is up through the stars?
Or
Up
furniture
through
or
the-
anything?
No roof.
So in this building, there doesn't appear to be anything, but there is a door that you can walk out, which does lead outside.
As Ignis stands up and readjusts her hat to fit squarely on her head after being forced through the portal. All right, Chozo, you've been here before. You're the traveler. What do we do next?
Well, this is not where we intend to be, so we move on to the next crossing.
How do we
Which
find
is
it?
where?
Is there a portal behind us?
There is no portal behind you.
Yeah. Suck.
This has the portal that you entered with. As soon as you all exited, the tear that had been opened by this sword began to knit itself almost immediately, and within seconds had sealed itself back up.
Disappointed.
Do we, I could, if we've got 10 minutes, I could do a divination. See if I can catch the attention of a deity. Get some details. Also, might not be a good idea, but looking for direction here, Chozo.
Yes, I would not mind. I myself could take 10 minutes to perform a ritual of my own.
Do we need to make sure nobody's coming in here? I mean, this feels like somebody's place.
Whose place could this possibly be? Who could possibly
Space
live here?
pirates. 100%. Space pirates.
Have you seen Treasure Planet?
Are you not a millennial child?
Opening, closing it, opening, closing.
I would love if this became Treasure Planet.
Yeah, he says space pirates, and I hold up one of my totems and I say, Votarak, the outsider. That's where I found him.
So you have
Okay.
been here before.
Once. It was not the most pleasant experience. I have not come back since then.
Great. So how'd you get out? Buster, why don't you start whatever you're trying to do?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, shut up.
He's picking a corner and pulling out some incense that he has to prestidigitationally dry, and then get it lit so that he can perform his divination ritual.
Lieutenant, how about you and I go through the door, scout a little around, not going far, just making sure there's no immediate dangers headed our way or in the vicinity.
Ignis looks at Chozo because they are in unfamiliar space, and right now he's the only one with the knowledge. She hates that, like another Zendara, and she kind of squints at him and goes, "Is that all right? Or are we going to get separated and never find our way back to each other? You said the Feywild is crazy. I can't imagine that floating through space like this," she looks up at the stars, "is very good for us either."
Well, at least the rules are more predictable here than they are in the Fey realm. Stay on the rock. Don't fall off the rock. That's the rule.
Stay on rock, don't fall off rock. Got it.
All right.
The same as the
like
ship,
a
is that what you said?
Stay on the ship, don't fall off the ship. Stay on the rock,
General
don't fall
rules.
off the rock.
After you, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant. And he'll walk forward. All right, Max will go to the door.
The water is with me, and I am one with its waves. The water is with me, I am one
I'm
with
one
its
with the
waves.
space, and the space is the space.
Max, You walk out and you see an overwhelming sight. One that is just spread out in front of you. It's a mixture of awe-inspiring and possibly a little terrifying. Maybe not to Max because you are a monster slayer, but just the vastness of emptiness can be itself a fear, right? A void. And although this isn't void-like, there does seem to be just an endlessness in some directions that you look at as they go on and on and on. But there are some moving rock that does appear to be floating. Some closer to you, some far away. Not any to where you could jump onto necessarily, but you definitely see movement in here, and you have to assume, using your intelligence, that if it's moving, we're probably moving. And wait, wait a minute, what's that over there? And one of the last things that you see in the distance, it almost like shines like a diamond.
Bright like a diamond?
Bright like a diamond.
Okay.
It glints as your eye passes over it. While you're looking right at it, it doesn't glint. But then when you look away and you come back to it, it glints yet again. It's almost like it knows I'm looking at it. Because why else would it every time that you look at it?
How far away is it?
It's noticeable. It's seeable. But it's not immediately close, and distance is hard to gauge in an unfamiliar territory like this, but hey, you can see it, and it is quite a ways.
I'm gonna whip out my far glass.
Hey.
I'm making the sound effects even though Mickey's gonna add them. And I'm going to see up to
Nope, this time she's not.
see up to 10 miles
Sometimes
away.
I don't.
I'm gonna whip out my far glass. And not only can I see up to 10 miles away, I can hear up to 10 miles away.
Interesting.
Space miles, which are longer than Earth
So
miles.
you are going to use its ability.
Yes, I'm using its ability.
All right, and is that once a day?
Once a day, and it lasts for 10 minutes. Yeah, I will start with this and maybe start looking around if I need to.
But what is a day anymore in the
I mean,
between
we're in
the
space.
realms?
I saw Interstellar, and sometimes, minutes or years.
As you unfurl your far glass and look at this crystalline structure, it is shaped beautifully. Just gorgeous. It is literally breathtaking because as you see it, that glint that happens every time you look at it, it's like it's stealing a bit of your breath every time you look at it, and it is beautiful. It's this crystalline palace almost, and it's not completely see-throughable. It's not like it's just the purest crystal and then everything is crystal and therefore you can't see. There are colors and layers to this palace and floors and stories that reach dazzling heights as this floats through this astral plane. It's breathtaking. With its ability, I'll have you roll a religion check.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not good at that. But I will roll. Where's religion? Oh, no. All right. Let's see how this works. Oh, but that was a good roll. 16.
There is a calmness that washes over you, and you almost feel like you can hear just peace. Just this comforting peace. And then it starts to slowly morph into elation the longer you look at it. It's like a slow, gradual change into elation within like 2 minutes, which then starts to change into another motion. And I did mean what I say. It's like you can hear those things. No, not voices, but you can hear them, and they, through that sense, your auditory sense, it flows into your heart and like the rest of your body, and it fills your being, and it feels familiar. from elation to nervousness, like almost anxiety nervous, and then into another emotion as well. There seems to be a almost rotating feel about this place.
But I can't identify it. I just feel these things, but it feels familiar.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, explain that. I'm just joking.
You
It is
explain
odd.
it. Jacob, you explain it. You're the one who's
I
hearing
found
feelings.
Taco Bell. No.
No.
Elation?
That's the Pharaoh.
Nervousness?
That's the first
is
world.
it gonna not my stomach?
This is enough minutes for Chozo to join for a bit of time to have passed, as I said, about 6 minutes or so.
How far away was that thing from us?
This
Yeah.
whole structure?
Yeah, the structure.
It is unknowable to you how far it is, just because you've never been here. You don't have any landmarks to gauge how far distance really is. You don't know if this building is 20 miles tall or if it's
But
a
with
two-story
my
building,
10-mile distance of seeing, how up close
but
is
like,
it now?
Even if you get
Ha-ha.
close, it could get bigger and bigger as it gets closer. Like a doorway on the castle could be the size of the building.
What is the size of it
You know what
when
I mean?
I
Like
see
the-
it through
there's
the
Sure.
glass?
Fair.
My real question is like, it's clearly not right next to us. It is like a
Yeah.
distance away, and it's large enough for Ignis to see without needing the far glass. Or is it
to
like
see-
way in the distance where she's like, I might be able to see a little purple glimmery thing out there, but he can only see it because he's looking through the far glass.
He's the only one that can
Okay.
see like fine detail, but you can kind of pick out the general shape
But it is
of
a ways away.
Max is gonna
It
just,
is a ways.
as he's still looking, he's gonna say to Ignis, who's standing there, just go get Chozo quickly.
He's in the middle of something. Do you want me to interrupt him from doing his thing?
I think we need him now.
All right, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
And she'll go back inside. She'll go in and get Chozo.
Oh, I forgot, Chozo, you wanted to do a 10-minute ritual as well, right?
That is correct. I did want to do that.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought you were just waiting. I thought you were working
I
with.
apologize. I
Oh,
apologize.
I'm sorry. I
That's
thought he
fine.
was
I was like,
working
that
with
was
my
middle of
bad.
the
That was my
I'll
bad
interrupt
because I
it.
was like,
Let's go.
Chozo could have come out here as well, but then I was like, oh
Okay,
wait, no.
well,
he
I was
wouldn't
I
have
was just calling
he's
because I'm
doing
like,
this
if
ritual.
anybody knows what this thing is, it's probably Chozo. But if Chozo's in the middle of doing something, then I'm not going to call him from that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Then never mind. Belay that order.
As Ignis is like almost in.
He'll actually say he'll say this. Actually, he'll be like, Ignis, Lieutenant, belay that order. Come here.
She'll turn and return to his side.
And he's gonna hand the far glass to her, and ask her like, what do you make of that?
Does Ignis hear the feelings?
She can't feel. She's an angel.
That's kind of partially why he's actually handing it off to her.
Yeah.
All right. As Ignis, you look through. You do not get a warm, fuzzy feeling about this place. You are looking through and you're like, all right, nope, don't like that. Don't enjoy it one bit. It is not great. And the thing that immediately overwhelms you is guilt. And you start to feel different emotions than Max. And it goes from guilt to anger. But then, maybe worryingly for you, sadness. Starts to bring you down into like sadness and despair. And things that you haven't felt or have tried not to feel to such a degree and depth for quite some time. Not since you have parted ways.
Is she
with
seeing the same
someone.
thing?
Yes, the same. The sights are exactly the same.
As player knowledge, is she feeling the same feeling of strange familiarity that Max did, or just the guilt and the longing?
Just the guilt, the anger, and the sadness.
Josh has got guesses, but I'm gonna leave it. Be.
Is she able to make a religion check as well?
She is not.
Okay.
Now, about this time, the far-seeing glass's power ends to here, but you can still see, obviously.
You said it takes 10 minutes to run out?
That 10 minutes runs out. I'd like to jump to Chozo and then to Buster. Chozo, there was something you wanted to do ritually, which I assumed took 10 minutes. I don't know if it
This
did
is
take 10
correct.
minutes. Okay, cool. What would you like to have done?
I would like to cast my Ritual of Friendship that I just gained at level 10. So I've got these minor spirits that are all just kind of fluttering around my head as these indistinct kind of like elemental representations of certain types of energy. And being here in the astral plane, I've turned to my strange, that weird flickering sort of spot of not quite light, not quite darkness. And as I cast this ritual, I manifest a physical form for this minor spirit. And so it still acts as a minor spirit. I can still command it as if it were one, but now it becomes a familiar as if summoned by the Find Familiar spell.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Yes, and remains in this form until I finish a long rest. So the form that I'm going to command my strange to take will be an owl, and the specific species of owl that I have in mind is a Sri Lanka bay owl, in part because it's a somewhat troubling looking owl. It is definitely related to a barn owl. Yeah, Thomas just looked up a picture and he's not happy about it.
That was alarming
Yes.
to Google that and be like, oh!
What's it
Yeah.
called? I gotta Google it.
Yeah.
A Sri Lanka bay owl. So to describe for our listeners, you can look it up yourselves, I'm sure, but for those who aren't able to look it up, the way that the plumage on the face is colored, the way it lays across the skull, it has almost an insectile sort of look to it, almost locust-like, I would say.
Oh, interesting.
So I summon it into the shape of a Sri Lanka bay owl, but the thing about it is its head is always rotated 180 degrees upside down. That is its natural state. And like when I finish kind of congealing this physical form for it, and it flaps its wings to stretch, as the wings flap, the effect that it has on the eyes, you know how as you start getting older, you get those little floaters that move across your eyes, like especially on a bright day, you can see these things just kind of moving. As he flaps the wings, it just like summons up a flurry of those floaters and blows them through the eyes as you're trying to comprehend what exactly this thing looks like.
And it's aptly named the weirdness, right? Or your weird.
The strange is
The
Can I just
strange,
ask,
yes.
Ned, where in the 9 hells did you pull that from? Your Sri Lanka
Sometimes I think
bay
he
owl
just
knowledge.
looks up weird things.
I do. You're right.
We had a whole
okay.
10-minute show and tell about tea previous to this episode, remember?
That's true. We
All
did.
of that description, and I'm still in my head picturing the cosmic owl from Adventure Time.
What David Attenborough episode did you watch?
Yeah.
That's great, though. That's awesome. And you're strange. We'll say as it opens its mouth, its head completely upside down, 180 degrees. It just goes. It goes. But I don't know. Would you say it's sounding almost like it's coming from a 1920s radio with that like static in it? Would that be pretty appropriate?
That's cool.
Yeah, like you're trying to tune in on the sound of the Who, but you can never quite hit the right frequency.
Yeah. Oh man, that's cool.
And
That's
I'm
cool.
going to name this owl, keeping with the Metroid references, Phazon.
Phazon. All right. Well, welcome, Phazon. You strange, you literal strange.
Literal strange.
The 10 minutes have also ended, and as this strange appears, Buster, you have finished your ritual.
Yes.
Calling upon the force, the water, to be with you.
I would like to continue to seek guidance from Ghost Ray because he feels safest with that deity and is kind of nervous to ping the attention of one he has not connected with before. But I mean, you're the DM. It's up to you who I connect with. I don't get to choose which deity
And this is divination itself, right?
Yeah, the divination
The spell?
Yep.
The divination
And
spell.
I mean, I've been casting it a lot. So like, yeah. So there's like, what is it? If you cast a spell more than once before finishing a long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance each casting after the first that you get no answer. So it could always come up null. There is, I do think, a fleeting thought in his head. Like he's trying to focus on Gozray, but he does think to that identify spell on the cards and the giant gem-colored dragon that he saw in the stars. It does flicker in his mind, though I don't think he would actively try and pursue connecting with something like that.
Okay.
But he can't help his brain from just flashing there for a moment.
As you cast divination, you end your ritual and your head arches back, which is not, or your back arches. Your head arches back. You throw your head back as your back arches. As the spell overcomes him and his head looks towards the sky. The sky? Well, the expanse at the very least. Your eyes go dark.
Oh.
And you're just in this dark place for a minute, Buster.
Hello? Hello? Anybody?
As you call it to Gozray, the one that you've interacted with before, you hear this voice speak. And their voice sounds a mixture of these low tones accompanied by grinding rock. And they say,
I was wondering where you've ended up, Buster.
Whoa, you know my name? Whoa.
I know you.
and you see this form where it was dark. This form moves in front of you, and you realize that it had been laying completely down, and it starts to pick itself up, and just two massive hands made of like stone, one made of stone, one made of dirt, push itself up. And its head rises from the ground itself. Its body seems to have formed the ground in this particular spot, and he looks up to you. These familiar eyes and a familiar face, though you've seen it only replicated in avatars before, never to this extreme.
You know me. I'm Aerosol. Your people call me the Fossilized King.
Whoa, wait. You're the boon. The boon to my family's boon? The boon giver?
That's the very same, Buster.
Whoa, his ears...
They start to get really close to you.
His ears go way back. He's like, so you're the one that's been trying to eat me.
And this chuckle is just almost like an avalanche of stone that each breath that he exhales just overcomes you, and you feel a tremor vibrate through this realm, through this space that you're in.
It's not intentional. It's just a result of the boon that I've given you.
And he is feet from your face, just a few feet, and it is just this large, giant of a face made up of these empty pits for eyes with boulders acting as pupils, and the rest of the face covered with a mixture of broken gravel, sand, hardened dirt, and clay.
Oh man, not to be disrespectful, but I don't really work with I don't work with work in the dirt anymore. I had with like my family does. So
Now you wish to not be disrespectful. Leaving your town behind. Leaving them without a wizard to grant these boons upon your people.
they've got my mother and grandmother. I wasn't the only magic user in the family.
Certainly not, but the most powerful one, yes. And you've left them to struggle without you.
They'll be fine. Plenty of people do farm work without magic. Listen, I need, I need to find a way to the Fey Realm from here, from wherever this is.
Yes. I am aware you do not come really to speak with me. That magic of yours, great gift, and I believe I am required and bound to answer some things for you.
I didn't know I could require anything of something as big as you.
Don't flatter yourself that much. There were many powerful wizards before you, in times when men and gods and lords such as myself walked amongst each other, that found secrets to bind in minor ways. For a few.
And he cocks his massive, gigantic head.
Questions?
And no strings attached?
I believe the only strings you have seem to already be tied to yourself, so nothing additional for you, dear Buster. What would you ask of me?
My party, the crew that I currently travel with through realms, our intention has been to get to the Fey Realm to seek out a young satyr friend of ours, and we were unsuccessful on getting to the Fey Realm at the last one we went through, and I just need, if you can take us to it, that's great, but I actually would probably prefer you just tell us where to go. Or like where one is. I know you can't tell me. I just need to know where a crossing to the Fey Realm might be, or another realm we could piggyback off of, I suppose. Buster is terrified. He's like, as this guy talks kindly to him, he's like, I don't trust that anything that's this all feels so dangerous right now.
Every movement of Arizul is just this cacophony of noise. He is such a gigantic lord before you, and every piece of him is of elemental earth, just grinding and being crushed underneath itself before being reknit or replaced by a stone that travels up their leg and replaces a little bit. And he goes,
You wish to travel the planes of existence. A clever way to keep away from me and your responsibility. But I must answer truthfully to you. You are not far from a source of power that could take you amongst the planes. Although it may not take you directly to the Fey Realm, it can be considered a doorway. But you would have to speak with the homeowner first. Seek the palace among the astral sea itself. You should be able to find it from your...
And it's like he's piercing into you to see exactly where you are.
Ah, yes. Your allies have already located it. Yes, feel free. But are you sure I cannot take you back to your home, Buster?
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer not to.
Well, I go and rest before I must complete my labyrinth.
What, could I ask one more thing of you?
I do not have to answer truthfully if that's what you are asking. If you wish to ask me another question...
There's a guy who got sucked up by the protective spell that you granted. Throws like the dirt arms around me and grab everything around it. Accidentally grabbed a friend. He's lost somewhere in that essence. I don't know if you've noticed.
In my labyrinth, he's lost.
Are you able to extract him or get him out of there?
Oh, no, I can't do that, Buster. You sent him there, and so he must remain.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you for the help.
Feel free to send me more inhabitants and workers, Buster.
And he opens his mouth to, almost like he's gonna eat and engulf you. And as he chomps over you,
Hey man, the stone man. Hey guys.
and you see Chozo's strange. As you look over, you see Chozo, and you see his strange in physical.
Oh, ow!
As he just.
Is that ours, or did it come? Is it from here?
Oh no, this is Phazon. He is going to help us find our next crossing.
Well, I could help with that as well.
At that moment, Max walks into the door. Oh, you're not Chozo. I need you to come take a look at this. We might have found something.
Max, we need to find a crystal. No, we need to find a big castle.
Done.
Whoa. We're good at this. That the person who lives there can help us get to the next crossing.
Marvelous.
I will hop up to my feet and start trotting my way out. Presumably I see a big floating castle way off in the distance.
Yeah, it's off in the distance, but it's actually getting a bit closer to your current floating rock. And Ignis, you're kind of just there looking at it, and Chozo, I imagine Chozo gets a little uncomfortably close.
Like the
quietly.
Johnny Depp spyglass, like the long one.
Yes, Johnny Depp versus Barbados spyglass, yes. But Chozo, he comes up uncomfortably close to Ignis without making a noise before he speaks next.
Let's figure out how far away this place is.
And then you jump a little and...
Chozo, do you know of this place? Do you know what it is?
History check.
Yeah, this is going to be a high DC for you, Chozo, but...
Whoa, a high DC for
are
Chozo.
able to make... Yes. It's not impossible, but I'll just say right here, 23.
23. Okay, I've got a +6 history. I rolled a 17. That's a 23.
Oh, 23.
Wow.
Ignis will hand offer the spyglass to Chozo.
I feel like I need to take a picture of this roll just in case any of our listeners want to.
Oh, we believe you.
Call me out on footing this time.
No.
Fake news.
No.
Ned's totally lying. They're not using digital dice. How do we know?
What listener
Nobody
would be
can-
disappointed by any result that gave us more information?
I'm sure
I don't
they're
know.
there.
Comment below if you're disappointed by listening to this.
Someone's like, I've just been listening to this whole podcast just for them to fail. Dang it.
Get in the comments.
I've listened to all of season 1 and 2, and here I am, finally getting my chance to speak. I'm finally invited to comment. I've been respectfully listening.
I don't listen to stuff to hear how things are supposed to happen. I want to be more confused all the time.
All right. I apologize, Ned. All right, let's jump into this 23 history check. The astral plane. A unique place for interplanar travelers such as yourself, Chozo. But careful not to venture too far away, for if you do, you'll run into creatures as the following. And you go through the list of like da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You like go through this like I'm thinking history right now. The 1950s like orientation videos, like the astral plane. Be careful. Make sure to bring your towel with you. And
I almost imagine it's like I've kind of cut off into this little splinter dimension where I'm just watching this. It's like a rubber hose animated version of Phazon, my owl, just kind of like pointing to different stuff on this projected screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to
He's
Monte
eating
Carlo.
popcorn. He's eating popcorn, but all the popcorn are little owls.
Oh my gosh.
That's how you get the information in there quick.
I think like
Yeah.
Jurassic Park
As,
with like the DNA explaining all the.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
that's right. As there's this fun little like animation that goes on in your mind, you're like, you think of the Githyanki, you think of their palaces, you think of the red dragons that fly through the astral plane, you think of how nobody ever grows up, so Neverland's probably here. That might be canon.
And-
You think of all of the
And who would be in the castle?
ooh, and who would be in the castle?
owl.
You say?
The owl is why I was
Yes.
sorry.
Well, this isn't any normal castle. This is the Sino Shore,
Ooh. Okay.
which I think Ned just perked up at.
That he did.
Although not traditionally found in the astral plane, it can be found wherever Desna wishes it to be, as long as it be in a neutrally or good-aligned location. The Sino Shore is, as you guessed it, Desna's realm and palace and structure she has built unto herself and those that follow her. Let's just go through the rest of what the Sino Shore is filled with, just kind of in general knowledge here. This is the palace. The sevenfold Sino-Shur is technically her palace. That's what it is. The Sino-Shur is where she is typically found, which is actually not the astral plane. Sorry, we're getting real specific with Galarian lore here. But curiously, though, it is unusual to find it outside of the Sino-Shur itself. But what do you know? God's gonna do what they gonna do. And
That they do.
There are tranquil like pools and like glades that you can find nearby, if not in the immediate vicinity of the sevenfold Sino-Shur, the Palace of Desna. So, Desna the goddess, a literal goddess.
Yeah, I turn back to Max and I'm like, well, this is the palace of Desna, the goddess of travelers, of art, of luck.
Wait, so we have to knock on the door of a god's house?
Listen. I know this seems intimidating. That's because it is.
It is not.
Did you say a god?
And immediately ringing into Mac's memory is a quote from Buster saying the only way to reverse this is a favor of the gods.
Oh, shoot.
The goddess of luck, perhaps?
Yes, I am going to have Phazon here fly over to this palace, and we can try and get a gauge on how far away it is.
Phazon bursts with a speed you would not expect from an owl. But they're not an owl. They're strange. So they just immediately, like almost lightning speed, going towards this location. Are there any mechanical things that the strange can do, how far they can go? Or is this...
So it gains all of the, as if I'd cast Find Familiar, gains the statistics of the form I choose. So it has the statistics of an owl, which has a 60-foot flying speed, but I am not opposed to expediting the situation a little bit.
I was going
Yeah.
to stand there and watch it.
owls, the
Yeah.
world's slowest
But
birds.
in the astral plane, speed is a little different. So, pew.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting
And
his
being
phase
a
on.
strange.
Yeah,
There you go.
he's just going to phase right onto that castle.
Hey, there you go. There is a bit of time as Chozo, you are internally just clocking. Okay. Just like counting and counting, counting. You're like, okay. Yeah, it's about 3 miles away.
Okay.
3 miles away. Yeah, not too far.
That is a big gate.
And closing, right? Like it's getting closer.
It's like noticeably moving, but it's not like wah, Hans Zimmer organ like approaching, you know?
Have we tried our magic pop-up boat?
Oh my god.
It's an astral sea,
you have
right?
a boat that can fly in the empty space between the planets?
You still have that, right, Max?
Yes, I do. He'll feel around in a pocket and okay.
Because you're the one that got Baja
Nacho
Blasted last.
fries. No, that's not it.
Isn't it like a chalupa or something?
I got it. Fanta. Nope, it's not Fanta.
Do none of you remember the words and just Ataraxia remembers it?
No, it's a bit. It's a bit.
Okay.
I hope you know, because I have no idea what these words are.
Is it?
It's some kind of fey
Gordita.
delicacy.
Take it.
Taco. Is it a taco?
A delicacy, perhaps a Cinnabite?
Cinnabon.
Queso.
Queso.
Queso. Is it queso burrito?
Nacho cheese.
Taco burrito.
Blast off. Blast
3 hours go by.
Crunch.
And as
Crunch.
That was very. I didn't mean to do that, but that was a very Jack Black way to say that.
Yeah, it was.
Baja Ned, keep us honest here. Is Baja Blasted the largest ship or is it the medium ship?
I thought, am I wrong? Is it not chalupa? Is chalupa not the correct word?
So to make the medium ship, it is Chalupa. The big ship is Baja Blast, and to fold it back up is Crunchwrap.
I said
Yeah.
Baja Blast.
There we go. All right, okay. As the Baja Blast magic word is uttered, the ship unfurls and hovers in air for you.
I knew it. I knew it would do that. Let's go.
It is a bit different than before. The astral plane seems to have woven its magic into it. Or maybe it's the absence of ataraxia. But this ship appears to be very, I won't say militaristic, but less comfort, more function.
Utilitarian.
But yeah, beautifully crafted. Max, having taken on the captainship, unfurling this boat, there is a distinct voice that is spoken by this magical boat. One that where there are carvings of monsters. There are carvings of things from the deep. On the front of the boat, there is the head of a unfamiliar figure carved out of like ivory that is represented on the front of the ship here. And there are the traditional oars, but there's also a sail that can ride up. And this sail is not a traditional sail. It is more almost metallic, but a flexible metallic cut as you feel it, Max. As you feel it and rise up, it shines with the astral light that shines above it, and it catches and, without warning, pushes you in the direction of your strange Chozo. There is a note and a hint of Treasure Planet amongst this Baja blasted ship.
Is there a helm? Is there a helm on this now?
There is a small helm, yes, a very small helm. It's not the most gigantic of ships, but enough to where a helm and a small quarters would be below. Very different from the ship before when Ataraxia was captain here. And Ignis, there are oars that you can man if you desire, but still they go automatically when needed, and the sail, however, does appear to be holding and keeping speed, or taking the speed towards the strange and this palace before you. Now, what the four of you are going to do in the palace of a literal goddess, and what that means for Max's situation, we'll have to find out on the next episode of I Cast Fireball.
Not in the shackles anymore.
Who's the goddess?
But the boat still works.
You're the goddess.
The boat still works. We are getting so much mileage out of that one magic object.
How the heck are we supposed to get over there without that?
That rules. I love it so much. This is so cool. We've come so far. We're space pirates.
Well, folks,
We're the best pirates. We're the best pirates ever.
Oh, Space Pirate, speaking of Metroid references.
Satyr horns for space!
Satyr horns for space.
Yes.
one of you is going to get your astral windsurfer out and just start carving amongst the nebulous clouds there.
I was born to fly.
Right on target.
Folks, thanks for listening. Players, Jacob, Ned, Josh, Mickey, Thomas, thank you all for playing. And listeners, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of I Cast Fireball. Yes, if you like us, reach out to us. If you like Treasure Planet, shoot us an email to icastfireball2020@gmail.com, at icastfireball20, or in the Discord. I want to see a flood of love for Treasure Planet here, because it's
One of the best Long John Silver representations in any
yes.
media.
It's a treasured show, and it's lovely. So let's get some love,
good.
at the very least, sent over to us about this fun time as we are sky pirates in the astral plane. Yeah, and if you shoot us out, we'll just start going through the list of everybody that said they also love Treasure Planet. If you want to get more content from ICF, though, do you know that we have 2 other campaigns that we have? 2! Not 1, but 2, which you probably already know because you listen, unless this is your first time ever listening to an outro of an ICF episode, which is very possible. We have on our Patreon at the $3 tier, we have a bonus visual campaign that happened during season 1. We started recording around episode 40 of season 1. We started recording Fizz Band, where some of the cast here joins us for that. It's a co-DM experience with me and my beautiful wife. And then also our second free live video podcast is on our YouTube channel, The Stormlight Archives, where we jump into Stonewalkers, an official Cosmere RPG adventure. Go give them a watch. They're fun. We just recorded some more stuff for Cosmere this week, and I'm super excited to have you all see what oaths get spoken. Now, we want to shout out Improv Tabletop. Ned, we got some fun hijinks going on over there. What's a highlight that people could look forward to? Either that's already dropped or that is going to drop.
Well, after years of struggling through a series of very terribly written Sonic the Hedgehog adventure game books that were written in the 90s in Great Britain, we have finally read the 6th and final book, and it broke us very, very badly. So if you want to hear us suffer, then go check that out.
Who doesn't love suffering? Don't forget to leave them a 5-star review on the way out. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and fellow wacky adventurers. But until next time, I'm Thomas DM, and around the table we have
Lieutenant Ignis Halcon.
Maximus Shuns.
Chozo Lebec.
And Buster Bilgewater.
Let's keep that fire going, everybody. And let's take to the sky.